Robert Heffernan with EndoTech, exclusively for the Pareto token holders. This is Blockchain Vitals, and this is a midday update on Friday, May 11th. And boy, this week turned out as it's ending here, although crypto's never sleeping, we still have 2 days left to go on the trade. But not exactly how I had hoped this week to end up, all right? Again, just more frustrating than anything, than not losing money, just frustrating, because I really thought there was some potential for some explosive movements upwards. And we had one explosive move, and let me tell you about my frustrations with that. But first, let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds. Well, something we do every day, talking crypto. Stories, things that are coming around. And we're taking it from that EndoTech.io market analysis page, the market sentiment there, and a couple of things jumping out at me. One of the older stories in this thing, but came back up, is how much Iranians are pumping into the crypto market because of failing economic situations there, and just not prosperity in their currency. And one place that people go to now is cryptos, right? The other story is how the super high net people are building military fortress type bunkers to hold their cold storage wallets. Pretty interesting. I would think that a bank safety deposit box would be better than building your own vault, but that's just me. I don't know. Call me crazy. But the biggest story here was that Binance, or Bitfinex, or it was Binance, listed Augur, REP, and this one cost me particular pain. And this is what trading is like, all right? This is what it's all about. First of all, I wasn't disciplined because I bought it really good. And I was looking at the crosses, especially against Bitcoin, and I really liked it, so I got it. Then it had an explosive rally 2 days ago, right? And well into the collar on the daily. I didn't take any money off the table. And then with yesterday's action, it falls back apart. I punt with a small profit, right? And then last night, the news comes out that it gets listed, and it goes from $42 to $82. I was working 63s, the weekly collar, but I had punted, so I pulled that. And I got to tell you this type of action, for me, if there's a way to short it, just because this thing got listed, I mean, it made a good run up, right? But at the end of the day, it's going to have to really produce value for the market cap that it's capturing, right? And I'm not 100% sure that crowd knowledge is 100% effective. Anyway, I mean, I just play the chart. That's what I'm saying. And even when you play the chart, if you're not disciplined on the profit taking, right, you've got to take some off on daily collars. And then you don't have this conversation that I'm having. Let's do the vitals, and we're going to talk these weeklies once again because we have 2 more days of trade. The vitals, our daily segment, taking the relative strength and or weakness of any particular crypto. We take the vitals every day. The EndoTech.io site has the 10 majors on it. We have that pivot model in the left column, the value range, top right, and the standard deviation model. And yesterday was a perfect example of no follow through. I talked to you yesterday, and I was long and looking for us to regain those up momentum levels in Ethereum and Bitcoin. And they sniffed it out in Ethereum especially, and got within a couple $100 in Bitcoin, and then they just fell on their swords, man. And Bitcoin actually traded down and closed in lower momentum on the day. So I punted on it. It's once they rolled over hard on the 4-hour, how can you go home long something that closes in lower momentum? That's the bottom line. How can you go home long, especially from a day trader? You're in and out of these things. You just cannot fade the momentum. All right, and the weekly level now, looking Bitcoin 89.81 is the weekly average. You really don't want to see, and it's below there now. So this thing is rolled over on the daily, solidly in down momentum. Now going to close the week below the weekly average. Nothing in this action is healthy from a technical trading standpoint. I'd be on the sidelines. I would be. I went to the tether. There's a better story to be told from the long side, and if you're able to short these things, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be shorting them and mind that lower momentum level in either one of them. We have Ethereum lower Mo 679, Ethereum trading right now 682, right? And Ethereum, that weekly average coming in at 659. If they get through there and close below 659, lower momentum on the weekly in Ethereum 493. Look at that fucking, that's just potential, man. That's what the weekly is giving you, is the potential. All right, and the weekly lower momentum in Bitcoin 78.71. Mind the Mo. For me, I'm on the sidelines. This is not a call to buy or sell anything from me. I'm telling you what I'm doing. And trading cryptos is relatively dangerous. Anyway, that's it. You guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be talking to you Sunday night with the updated weekly for next week. Remember, cryptos never sleep. So we got Saturday and Sunday that we can trade these things and tell a better story Sunday night on the weekly fractal and, of course, on the daily fractals. But right now, not looking healthy. The patient is not looking healthy. If I was an ER doctor, I'd be calling for backup. Stat. You guys have a great week. Or weekend. There we go. Have a great weekend. It's Beer 30.